What's goody? I'm gonna rank the best ways to make money online as a musician in 2026 as someone who made their first $5,000 month online at the age of 20 with just my music pages alone. Here's what I think is the best way to make a buck as a musician. I'm gonna be ranking on how accessible the method is for the average musician, how easy it is to pull off, and the efficiency, basically like the amount of effort to pay ratio of it. And this is just from my experience of being in the music space and posting online for about 3 years now and being in contact with many other musicians who are making a buck online and non-musicians who are making money online. So if you see your grind come up on here, your method come up, don't get discouraged. It's no harsh feelings. This is just my opinion. So let's get straight into this. First things first, all of these methods work. All of these methods, people have made them work and made some serious cash with it. Even like the worst ones on here, which I'll get into in a second, I know people that have made buck with it. And it just happens to be that all of these methods, they're just perpetuated by having an elevated online social media presence. And I know what you're probably already thinking, oh dude, that's just my whole thing, that's what the guy's trying to sell me, which is what I do help other musicians with. But the fact still stands, if you have a bit of motion going on with you online, every single method on here is perpetuated, which is why I made a whole separate tier for posting online / personal branding / social media presence, whatever you want to call it. I made a G tier, Gobb tier. I don't even think you could put this in S tier. But if you want one method that's going to give you money for the long term over the course of the rest of your life as a musician, forget lessons, forget doing gigs, forget all of this stuff. Posting online is literally like investing in Bitcoin in like 2010. There's literally no higher ROI thing you can do for your bank account or for your career as a musician. And it just happens to accelerate every other money-making method within this tier list. Yeah, I really don't have anything bad to say about this one. It's literally free. It's literally everyone has access to it. It's actually a lot easier to pull off than you may think. And literally, if you've just been doing it long enough and you build big enough audience, the money just comes to you, whether that's through like sponsorships or brand deals, whatever. And I know this to be true because this is literally what I went through, guys. So yeah, forget everything else in this video, just start posting online. Anyways, let's actually get into some other methods. So in-person lessons, yeah, this has got to be decent, to be honest. Look, unless you're in Beverly Hills or Monaco, where you can charge like an actually like pretty high ticket price per hourly rate of your in-person lessons, I don't think they're that great. Like, they're hard to set up, hard to scale, pretty tough to find clients, you know, in person, unless you have like really sick connections or you're like a local celebrity within your area. I just think like in-person lessons, they're great and all, but they're probably one of the tougher ways to make a buck as a musician. It is a lot easier if you're with like a company or like an agency that like gives you students, that already has a bunch of students and they give you them. But other than that, dude, in-person lesson ain't for the weak-hearted. All right, next we got online lessons. This is better, but barely better. Fun fact, I actually made my first ever bit of money online in probably like December 2022 from an online lesson. I got this follower from Norway and he PayPal'd me like $15 for like 30 minutes for a guitar lesson. Similarly to the in-person lessons, yeah, pretty hard to scale, a little bit easier to find clients, but time zones, dude. If you're in the States, this isn't something to worry about, but I'm from the UK, so I'm like 7 or 8 to 5 hours ahead of people in the US, depending on which coast they're in. Yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of like individual, like one-on-one lessons where you pay per hour. I just think there's way better ways to scale and like make money. Okay, next, digital products. Okay, now we're cooking. Now this is decent, right? So this is like probably one of the most popular ways. Like what you'll see is musicians, they'll do like a $47 ebook, $97 on sale set of video lessons. Super easy to set up, super easy to scale. Obviously you do need some following or some kind of marketing to like have people to sell it to, but if you have a skill, you can make a digital product and sell it today. This might be, yeah, this might be an S tier, yeah, dead ass. Okay, revenue, oh my gosh, I might need to make a new tier for this one. I'm gonna make a myth tier. By the way, this is just like revenue just from like views, right? I know I might have said at the beginning of this video, all of these methods work. If you want to make money sheerly from like your AdSense or just from like views, you gotta be like Mr. Beast to be able to pull that off. And let me explain. So recently I had a look at my TikTok analytics from this like third-party website. Let me find it. Is it on here? Yeah, look at this, guys. Look at this absolute BS. This isn't even my total views. I couldn't find one for my total views, but I found this one. This is close enough. So this is like my most viewed hashtags, and with #guitar I've got just under 270 million views on my TikTok. If you don't think that's real, I don't blame you. That's pretty mental, but just look at my TikTok and you'll see. But I've got 270 million views, and this is just with hashtags. I would have had a bunch of videos which I didn't even bother making a caption or like hashtags. So it probably is a bit more, maybe like 275. And I can tell you guys that from those, you know, hundreds of millions of views, I got paid shillings. Now, I don't mean from brand deals. I don't mean from song promos. I just mean sheerly from the views and revenue. I got paid, I can't find a number, but like, what, less than $1,000, less than 500, probably around like $300 to $500. And that was like back in 2023. And look at this, guys. My average views per video, 1.2 million. Dude, tell me anyone else who's pulling in those averages. And almost 200k likes. Dude, that's crazy. I'd be impressing myself with these numbers. I keep it a buck. And also, just for transparency, let's go to my YouTube. And look how stacked my feed is. It's just money. Anyways, let's go to my studio. I'll just be like full transparency about this. Like, I don't care about... Okay, so this was last month. What? 300k views. I got $1. Let's go to lifetime. Ah, damn. I thought I had 15 million, but maybe it's just 14. But guys, look at this, right? I've given YouTube almost, what, 500,000 hours of watch time, and I've gotten $130. By the way, I don't have any shorts on my channel. All of this is from videos, YouTube videos, no shorts, YouTube videos. And yeah, as we can see, if you're trying to get paid just from views, unless you're Mr. Beast, it's not gonna happen, all right? We need to get out of this YouTube mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna become a YouTuber, I'm gonna blow up online, and I'm gonna get paid making YouTube videos. It's not that simple. It's not that simple, guys. If you wanna learn how to make a buck from those views, that's a different story, so keep on watching this video. Next, we got brand deals. Now, this is one of those methods. This is fun. I got a few brand deals in my time. I remember back when I was in university, I was in London. Brand deals, they would like pay for all of my food and like a bit of my rent, but it's not necessarily paying for like everything, paying for the bills. It's not rockstar money. But at the same time, it's like free gear that I would use anyway, and I get paid for using it. It's fun. It's put it B, yeah, probably B. I would put it higher, but unless your like industry is like really gear heavy, like maybe you're a producer, you're always in the studio. For me, at least as a guitarist, I just haven't noticed that much potentiality with the pay in brand deals, you know. Okay, next we got sessions / gigs / touring. I'm gonna put performing in here. I don't have the most extensive experience with this one. Just been on a couple of sessions. I actually used to play for a church, believe it or not. And with this one, yeah, it's fun, but really unpredictable, kind of similar to the brand deal. Was really unpredictable, really tough to scale because it's not in your control. But these are fun, and it's like you're doing music, you're getting paid for doing something that you love. Put them B. All right, merch. Okay, now this is an overlooked one. This is really overlooked because everyone thinks that you have to be like a celebrity, be like, oh no, by the time like I'm selling merch, you know, I gotta be like touring or on stage at that point. But that's not actually necessarily true, because you really don't need to be like some famous like celebrity to sell merch. It can literally be as simple as like selling pens. I'm not even joking. Selling pens or selling mugs. And obviously you do need a little bit of an audience to pull this off. But the point is, you just need an audience, not a crazy huge audience, nothing crazy, all right? Oh damn, camera batteries died. But anyway, as I was saying, this one's actually a lot more possible than you might think. And actually, this is a really great option. It's really scalable. There's so many like websites and like softwares that are really interface friendly that like anyone can use, like Shopify, and there's so many like print on demand options we have nowadays. This is honestly like an A tier. Like, merch is actually a really great option as a musician, dead ass. All right, paid community, now we're fucking cooking. All right, this is S. This is probably one of the most popular ones that musicians do. And essentially what this is gonna be is like anywhere from like I've seen like a $5 a month Patreon. You can do like a $5 a month to like a $97 a month kind of thing. And it's literally just gonna be a community of like your most die-hard fans all in there. And you're gonna be active, you're gonna be helping people out, you're gonna be talking. You could do it like teaching, or you could just do it like access to your stuff, early access, that kind of thing. But the point is, it's just gonna be all about you, and that's great if you're a musician, because you don't have to go out of your way and like do all of this like, you know, non-important things that are like unimportant to you. You can actually just do stuff that you want to do within your own community, you know, because you run it. There's a YouTuber I really like, he's Bradley Hall, like 600k on YouTube or something, and he has a $5 a month paid community. And just because of volume, if you do the math, he's making like anywhere from like 10 to 15k a month dollars, just because he has like 2,000 members in it, or 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, and he's making 15k a month just from that. And it's pretty low maintenance. You're doing something that you already love. Yeah, dude, actually, you know what? Paid community, It's gonna go a bit above. And lastly, one-on-one high ticket. Oh my days, this is the source. This is easy S tier, easy. Step above digital products. One-on-one high ticket, if you don't know what this is essentially, high ticket just means like high price. So at least $3,000, $2,500 to the moon. There's no limit to high ticket really. And what it is just one person paying you you know, that fee up front, or maybe a payment plan. It's going to be at least $2,500 usually, and it's going to be working with them one-on-one until they get a transformation, essentially until you get them from their current situation to where they're trying to get to. And this is going to be a step above, you know, teaching beginner guitar chords. You know, there's going to be something more like getting someone from a beginner guitarist to learning their favorite solo, or I'll give you some other examples, getting average intermediate pianists to adding extra $1,000 a month to their income by getting more weddings and church gigs. That was a completely random example, but you guys get the idea. It's something actually valuable. And I'll give you another example, like helping advanced singers with their vocal cords and like voice health so that they can prolong their singing career for as long as they want. You see how this is a bit of a step above like beginner guitar chords. This is actually like real value that could like change someone's life. So if you guys have a skill like, you know, being a musician for like wedding gigs or church gigs, you know, some kind of money earning opportunity, or really any opportunity that could help someone in terms of health, wealth, and their relationships, and you're able to teach that, you could literally be sitting on a gold mine, guys, literally. And this is the whole thing about one-on-one high ticket. It's just, yeah, it's good. You all need to learn a couple of skills. You need to learn a bit about sales, a little bit about marketing. Maybe if you want to be like serious about it, you might need to learn some Facebook ads, but really you can get enough traffic by literally, again, just to circle back to this, by posting online and just having a little bit of some sort of a personal brand, guys. And yeah, I just need to circle back to the fact that every single one of these is literally perpetuated by personal brand. Even like the worst one here, in-person lessons. Dude, I might have said like that's the worst actual method, but dead ass, there's dudes like Steve Vai and Joe Satriani that literally charge like $5,000 per hour for an in-person lesson. Oh, actually it'll be an online lesson really. But the only reason why they're able to charge that much is because they have so much social proof. Everyone knows them because of this right here, personal branding. So dead ass, you can make like this an S tier if you have this already an S tier and above, if that makes sense, you know. And this is why I make the point so much of that everything in here could be like dead ass, like, you know, S tier. If you just seriously took personal branding and posting online serious enough, and actually maybe even got someone who knows what they're doing to help you along your way with that. If you took that serious enough for like a matter of months or even years, you'll be set for life. So if you want to learn more on how to brand yourself online as a musician, how to get yourself out there to get more opportunities, more gigs, more brand deals, so you can sell merch, you can go sell your paid community, etc, 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 watch my other videos on this channel and follow my Instagram. Or if you want to work with me one-on-one to get your best chance possible of growing online as a musician and literally setting yourself up for life, DM me the word list on my Instagram, which I'll have linked in the description of this video, and we'll talk and we'll see if I can help you out with that. That's it for this video. Let me know what you think of this list. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see next. And again, this is just my thoughts from my experience and from talking with other people in the space. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. It was a pretty fun one to make. If you're wondering, I got the glasses on because I got bright lights on and it's quite late at night. It's been a long day. All right, peace out, guys.